Everyone here loves story time. It's our favorite time of the day. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you again, YouTube. ILL810 here, and I'm bringing you another episode of Storytime. I think that's what it should be called. Pretty fitting name. The first episode went over pretty well. I was getting a lot of comments and messages to do another episode, so I've been thinking of some stories I could share with you guys that you might like. And I think I have a pretty interesting one for you. So without further ado, I'm going to get this story started, but before I do, I need to let you guys know I'm just getting over a cold, so my voice might be a little raspy. If it is, I'm sorry. It will definitely be a lot more sexy for you next time. Alright, but anyway, here we go. This took place about 3 or 4 years ago. I had just gotten out of high school and I was starting to go to college at my local community college. I had some really good friends. A few of them were girls. And this girl that I was really good friends with in high school had a friend that was really, really into me. She really wanted to jump my bones. I had been talking to her for a while, but I was just kind of playing the field, talking to other girls, what have you, because when a girl has a friend that's into you or acquaintances or whatever, just the competition, it fuels girls. It's just how their brains work. Once they know that other girls want you and they're not the only one, it makes them want you that much more. So this had been going on for a while. And so this girl, she wanted me really bad. Like, she was just begging for me to come hang out with her. And so one night I was hanging out with my best friend and cousin at the time, and we were just sitting back, drinking some brewskis, playing some video games, just hanging out. And she was texting me for a while, and she had texted me and told me she was going to be hanging out with my really good girlfriend from high school. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I haven't seen her in a while. And she's like, yeah, you should come out. And I was like, just kind of making all sorts of different excuses. I was like, I don't have the gas money to give to my cousin. I'm with him right now. And he'd have to drive because I don't have my car. And she was like, come on, come on. And I was like, no, just kept turning her down as nicely as I could. And then eventually she was like, come on, I'll pay your cousin to bring you out here. And my cousin caught wind of that, and he's like, dude, let's just go out there. I mean, there's no reason not to. I was like, no, it's alright, dude. I'm not really worried about this chick at all. I don't really care what happens with this. He's like, oh, come on, show me pictures of her. So I go to her Facebook. Well, it was MySpace. It was cool at the time. So I go to her MySpace, and this wasn't a good, wholesome girl. You wouldn't describe her as cute or anything like that. You would describe her as sexy or slutty or something along those lines, because that's what she was going for, and that's what she pulled off. So once I showed my cousin these pictures on MySpace, they were very scantily clad, and they were very sexy. So his jaw immediately dropped. He's like, dude, we're going. There's no question about this. She's super sexy. You need to get with this girl. There's no reason not to go. And he's like, and plus she's going to pay me to take you, so we're going. I was like, all right, whatever. So I call her up and I'm like, hey, we're coming. And she immediately is screaming. I'm like, oh my God, this is retarded. And she tells my friend, and my friend's really excited me because she hasn't seen me in a long time. So I thought it was going to be pretty cool, get to hang out with some people I haven't seen in a while. I figured it would turn out all right. So we're on our way to this house, and it's in the boonies. It's some hick country folk people's house, and they're like 23, 24, 25, and it's just those type of people, they're old and they've never got any actual nice looking pretty girls. So they can buy alcohol now, and they're having parties for a bunch of underage girls that can't get the alcohol themselves and trying to take advantage of them. So immediately, we pull in the driveway and my cousin squeals his tires. And these guys are already mad because, there's competition there, and it's clear they're not going to get any that night because as soon as I get out of the car, all the girls come running up, and they're like, Matt David, and they're hugging me and stuff. And so these guys are pissed. I mean, I'm coming over there, and I'm stealing their thunder, basically. And so, they immediately come outside, like 6 of them, and they're surrounding me and my cousin, and they're swearing, and they're, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, you just squealed your tires in our driveway. And we were like, dude, it was an accident, I'm sorry. And they were like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, get out of here before we kill you. And me and my cousin, we're kind of confrontational, but, whatever, they were in our faces. So I pushed one of them, and then 2 more come out of the house, and they start throwing, like, one of them flicks a cigarette at me, and my cousin's like, did you just flick your cigarette at my cousin? And, like, it was about to go down, and then I realized smartly that there was a whole lot of people there, and we were going to get jumped, and, there's a time to have big balls, and there's a time that you need to know it's time to back down, and this was that time. So I was like, dude, Cody, let's get out of here. And so we start heading for the car, and the girl's still, like, dragging behind me, like holding on to me, like, come on, stay here with me, because she's drunk and she doesn't realize what's going on. And so my good girlfriend from high school, like, choke slams her into this truck. It was hilarious. It was like some WWE crap. I finally get the door closed, and we're going to back out because we had pulled in. We're backing out, and they start breaking beer bottles and throwing beer cans at the windshields of the car, and they're pounding on the windows trying to get in. So my cousin's backing up, and we finally get backed up, and then this dude jumps out in front of the car and whips his beer bottle at our window, and it smashes, and I was like, Cody, gun it! So he just stomps on the gas as hard as he can, and we just go flying, like, and this dude's too drunk and incoherent to realize what's happening. So we just plow into this guy. He flies over my windshield. It was hilarious. I was just cracking up. But that's all the time I got for today. So if you guys liked the video, please throw me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Peace.